name is Ashley Gurr and I'm a consultant solicitor here at LawBite. One of my areas is commercial contracts. Contracts can be tricky to negotiate. In this video, I'll be exploring some tips and hints that you may wish to bear in mind when negotiating contracts for your business. This content is likely to be helpful if you are new to contract negotiation but wish to ensure that you are not being taken advantage of during that process. The difference between a well-negotiated contract and a poor one can be the difference between success and failure for your business. Firstly, spend some time thinking about your negotiating partner and their likely stance on matters. Are they a large business or a smaller one? Are they experienced in negotiating contracts of this type? Have you done business together before? If so, how did those negotiations go? Did you learn anything which may help you next time? Where does the balance of power lie? In other words, who needs the contract most? Are you the only show in town? Or could they secure a like-for-like offering elsewhere? Questions like these will help you to formulate a plan or strategy for the negotiations. The plan does not have to be too detailed or extensive, as it will need to be fluid enough to evolve as the negotiations progress. The plan should give some thought to the key objectives that you're looking to achieve, and also the obstacles that you are anticipating. This will help you to overcome the obstacles and reach your objectives. The negotiation plan should also consider aspects such as the following. Who has leverage? What does that leverage consist of? What can you use to offset the leverage? What are your non-negotiable terms for the contract? And what are merely nice to haves? How are you going to go about securing the terms that you want? Is there a degree of trust between the parties? Think it all through in advance. You should also be thinking through in detail about the margin, the profitability, and the merits in the deal before you even sit down at the negotiation table. You need to know in advance what your true bottom line is, as you need to know when to walk away from a bad deal. No. Treat them more as a business partner, as it will only be by looking for a deal that suits both parties that the contract negotiations will prove ultimately successful. Therefore, set the right climate, manage expectations early on, treat them with respect, and think as much about what they are looking for out the deal as to what you are looking for. Before setting out your pricing, it is wise to highlight the value in the deal to the other party first. If you are confident in your offering, this should not prove at all difficult. Then, when it comes to pricing, it is always helpful if you can be open and transparent as possible. This will help you justify your price and will help your partner to see things from both perspectives. This may also help limit objections based solely upon cost. Risk is often something that many businesses do not focus on sufficiently. They get carried away with the potential upsides of the deal without considering the potential downsides. It is a reality of business that all contracts involve an element of risk and liability of some kind. The key is to be aware of what the risks are, to limit your liability as far as you can through the contract wording, and then to actively manage that risk throughout. If you are unsure of how to do this, then professional advice should be sought. You should also double check your insurance policies to ensure that you are covered against all the common risks associated with the contract type and that the insurance limits are set at an appropriate level. There is no golden rule to closing a deal. Everybody has to develop their own individual approach. The key thing, however, is to work on perfecting whichever approach you choose. If you can't close the deal, you don't have a deal. It really is as simple as that. Ultimately, you have to reach a point where the mutual benefits in concluding the deal outweigh any lingering concerns or objections. This involves stressing the positives and effectively dealing with any doubts the other party may have. Timing is also crucial. You have to strike while the iron's hot. Do the deal when it is there to be done. It's a good idea to take legal advice, particularly if the contract is significant for for your business in terms of its value or importance, or if you are new to the contract negotiation process. LawBite has experienced lawyers and we are friendly and can help you with all commercial and corporate legal matters. We have successfully handled tens of thousands of inquiries from SMEs and are proud of our 98% positive feedback rating. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have discovered some hints and tips that you can use next time you're negotiating a new deal for your business.